And that's how a professional does a thumbnail. Hi fans of high quality entertainment. If you are a Led Zeppelin fan, it's very important that you listen to what I have to say. Now, the soundtrack from the film, Led Zeppelin's Song Remains the Same, of course, came out '76. And for me personally, the first time I heard the album, I didn't like it. I thought it was really stretching it on like a song like Days for Confused, which seemed to go on for eternity. And I think the first time I heard the album, I was just really disappointed. And I thought, oh, they suck live. But of course, you know, I played the album more times, and I grew to love the album. Not all of it, but a lot of it. In fact, their live version of Rock and Roll, between that and the studio version, I prefer the live version. And even Dazed and Confused, you know, after a few listens, I got to really enjoy it. So, yeah. My favorite Led Zeppelin live album so far has been How the West Was Won. And they just recently did a remaster of this a few months back, and so I bought it. And I have to say, I was disappointed because I didn't know that they would be taking from the Whole Lotta Love song medley, where they do Hello Mary Lou. That is cut out. I think it's due to copyright reasons, but it was really disappointing because I love that. I love the whole live version of Whole Lotta Love on this, but them having to delete that section, it was very disappointing. So I almost regret buying this now because but Sucker Larry sees this in the store, newly remastered. This is the one that was released 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And of course it's expanded, and some of the songs, I guess there's it's a different guitar solo in No Quarter. But there's also The Ocean, which wasn't on the original live album, Heartbreaker, Since I've Been Loving You, Black Dog, and so I really enjoyed this. I did. And then of course, along with the new Paul McCartney album, I saw this in the store. And I love how, you know, it's like the original vinyl with the bumps on the cover. And this is basically the same as the second version of the soundtrack. And they've also added Misty Mountain Hop and Over the Hills and Far Away, I believe. I don't think Over the Hills and Far Away was on this one. It was, so I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. But the main reason I want to do this video is if you are a Led Zeppelin fan and you have enjoyed this album in the past on vinyl or one of the other editions, I urge you to go out and get this now, because this is one time where the remastering or the remixing or whatever the hell Jimmy Page did is just phenomenal. And I don't use that word very much because I can't say it very well. Phenomenal. What I love about it, the very first song, Rock and Roll, is Jimmy Page's guitar. I listen on headphones for the most part. Jimmy Page's guitar is on this channel. The bass is kind of in the middle and the drums are just all over the place. And the sound quality is just amazing. It really is. It's like you're right there. You're right there, and Led Zeppelin's playing in front of you. There are times it's like you feel like you're inside John Paul Jones's bass strings when he's playing. It is amazing. I really, really highly recommend, if you're a Led Zeppelin fan, and even if you already own this from a previous version. And there's also a Blu-ray with audio, and I guess there's a 5.1. And I'm just listening on, you know, a decent ghetto blaster type stereo with headphones, and you know, for me it's enough for now. But that being said, it's amazing sound just on the crappy system I have. So imagine this in 5.1. I highly, highly recommend any Led Zeppelin fan check out this latest release of The Song Remains the Same. It is superb. It's phenomenal. Bye.